Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
When his soul, hear me softly. When his soul, in my heart. Oh, okay. Head in the fucking game. Okay. Hello, my sweet babies. It's Destined Choice, and you're watching Choice TV. So, today, as I talk about the update with Lovelymimi, y'all have been blowing my comments the fuck up about this. So basically, a couple of days ago, I uploaded a video giving my thoughts and opinions on Mimi and Remy the Boss's divorce. And literally 2 days later, 3 days later, Mimi came out with her response, basically clearing the air about the controversy. If you didn't see that video, go watch that shit. So long story short, after Mimi dropped her video and explained what was going on, y'all dragged the fuck out of me. Not y'all, but a lot of people dragged the fuck out of me and was like, your big fat ass should have waited for her side of the story, one-sided ass. I'm unsubscribing. Bitch, bye. Look, all I gotta say is this. Mimi took too damn long, and I wanted the views, bitch. So I wasn't gonna wait for her side of the story. And plus, she said she was gonna take her time to address it. That could have been any time. That could have been a year. So, you damn skippy bitch, I wanted views, and I immediately made a video giving my response based off of what Mimi gave me with her shady live stream and Remy's messy ass fucking video.
Too long now, I gotta move on.
You got this fame, you know? You get the spotlight is on you. And the people that's coming around you, they're not your friends.
But long story short, now I got everything. I got both sides of the stories. I'm going to give you guys a good breakdown and explanation about my views and what I thought about Mimi's video. And also, for those of y'all who didn't know, Remy clapped the fuck back, but he deleted that shit within like 10 minutes. So a lot of people didn't catch it. And I'm going to show you guys that video. So long story short, I did watch Mimi's video, and it was very emotional. It was a lot. She broke down crying.
Moose, Mazako, Monty, Phil, Rudy, his mom, an egg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, he had 7 people in and out living with us, but he never mentioned them in his video. He only mentioned the people that I ever had living. Okay, all of these people who have lived with us has never paid $1, has lived numerous times. So they would come and stay 3-4 months. I would get mad, kick them out because they're not doing anything, they're not helping, and then they will come back again from Maryland to Atlanta. They have been living with us multiple times. Remy was abusive. He would hit me hard. He was smart. He never hit me in my face, but bodies. I used to have slashes and bruises. Even when I was pregnant, it was very toxic, and I never left it. I said it was okay. I said I can make it through that. It's not no biggie. I'm scared of being alone. I always had alonephobia. I don't know how to live by myself. Okay, Donald, you're crazy, you're obsessive. Like they drove me through hell. Okay, for 2 years it drove me through hell. Okay, they exposed all my secrets, they talked about me, they stalked me, like they did all these hurtful things to me, and I never said anything. I even pulled up to her house, I even fought her, I put them in a family, I paid for their 3 months in advance. And I feel like when I fight you, it's over. It should be done. We shouldn't have this conversation no more. But that wasn't the case. They kept attacking me. So what hurts me the most is that Remy watched me. All these times, everybody who hurt me, in and out of my life that used me, all of these people who hurt me, he watched me. He was there for it. He killed me, okay? He keep talking about, oh, he's an entrepreneur. And okay, I left him because of money. Dude, you never had no money. You never had no money since the beginning. And I loved you since the beginning. I stuck by you when you had no money. $22,000 behind. And I explained to him, I said, where is the money? We make enough money to pay the rent. I don't care if there's no profit, but there should be enough money to cover the rent that needs to be paid so that these women can have a job. And I said, you need to stop thinking about yourself and realize if we lose the shop, it's not just me and you losing the businesses, it's all of my employees. This is where they work. This is where they make money so they can feed their kids. And he's gonna tell me that the ring don't make no money and it's not important. It's very important. It's important because it shows me that you care about me, you care about my worth, that you care about our growth in our relationship after all these years, that I have done so much to help you, that other things in this relationship, in this marriage, I don't ask for anything. And his brother moved here in January. Okay, in January, he stayed here until October. He didn't pay a single fucking dollar, didn't try to get a job, didn't do nothing. He already did this before in our house back in Maryland. He never called me, he never checked on me the entire nail tour. Do you know? That fucking nail tour made me become a fucking gambler because I don't know how to cheat on this man. So every state that I went to do a nail tour, I stopped by a casino. Because I didn't know what else to do with my life. I didn't know how to cheat. I didn't know how to get out of this relationship. And he knows it because every time I get in a fight with him and I tell him to leave, you know what he says to me now? He said, what? What you gonna say? You can't get the fuck out of my house just so you can beg for me to come back. When he made that comment, I realized that, you know, I have fucked up. I have made this man and I have built this man to think it's okay to continue to treat me like shit.
She was trying to keep it together. The video was just very overwhelming. Like, the whole time I was just like... So in the video, she explained how Remy was stealing from her. Remy was using her. And she just saw it as a relationship was just toxic. Like, the more fame she got, the more Remy saw her as a pawn. Like, the more Remy wanted to keep her in her back pocket. She also said Remy was very unfaithful. And also, Remy also made it clear that he never cheated. This was like hours after I posted my video. He made it clear that he never cheated. After that, Mimi went on live to get everything off her chest. And she said a lot of shit. She even leaked Remy's current address where he's currently staying. Because apparently Remy lied about where he's staying. Remy said, oh, I'm in a nice, 6-bedroom house. But in reality, he's apparently at one of his side bitches' house. According to Mimi. In the video, Mimi said that Remy was a great father. And because he was a great father, that basically made her want to keep him. Because she was scared to be alone. So Mimi dealt with a lot of hidden demons. Where she didn't want to be alone. And she had bad anxiety with being alone. And also, a lot of y'all don't know this. But apparently Mimi's bipolar. Mimi has mental health issues. I think it's bipolar. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. That played a big role in why the relationship ended. She had bad anxiety for being alone. She didn't want to be alone, and she didn't want her family judging her for being a single mom. She didn't want to be a single mom. That's the one thing she didn't want out of life. And I could completely respect that. I understood what she was saying, and her video hit home for me. But at the same time, I got both sides of the story, and their stories somewhat connected. So I feel like he's telling his side, she's telling her side. I don't know who to believe at this point, because certain dots aren't connecting. She says at the beginning of the relationship, Remy used to beat the fuck out of her. But Remy says that Mimi used to be real aggressive.
You know what? I'm wrong. You're right. As usual. You happy now?
Our arguments are okay. I get very violent, so that's something that I have been working on.
Man, this motherfucker, what y'all don't know is she's
I'm 5 foot.
bipolar.
I'm 5 foot.
Bipolar.
I'm 5 foot.
She's
I'm 5 foot.
bipolar. She's a lunatic. I'm talking about a loony. A loony. He's a lunatic.
I'm not a loony. I'm just very aggressive.
Man, you's a maniac. Taz. For real.
You
see
push
that
my
fake?
button. No, he's a loony.
Buttons?
Don't listen
You
to
don't
him.
have
Yes, I
buttons.
do have buttons. I have buttons. You know what my...
Remy was abusive. He would hit me hard. He was smart. He never hit me in my face, but bodies. I used to have slashes, and It's not no biggie. It's just, I'm gonna fight everybody because I have a temper problem. And I used to take him back.
I kind of believe Remy on this one, but then I also believe it was one of those situations where she probably hit him and he probably hit her ass back, because that happens a lot. And in my opinion, I believe in no one should be hitting any fucking body. A woman shouldn't be hitting a man. I don't believe in that whole toxic cockroach mindset of, well, yeah, the girl can hit a guy, but the man can hit him back, because if he hits him back, he's a disgrace, he's a pussy. Nope. This is my mindset. If you are bold enough to hit a nigga, whether he's your man or not, you are bold enough to get hit right the fuck back. Keep your hands to yourself. So, I wasn't there. I don't know what's going on. All this is just a huge discombobulation. They should have fucking ended this shit 4 years ago. But like Mimi said, she was scared to be alone. She didn't want to be alone, and she didn't want to be a single mom. Mimi said that he's still a great father. He could still see the kids and shit. But, oh fuck, I didn't even tell what I was eating. General Tso chicken and fried rice and an egg roll. This is my cheat day. I can do that.
Crumble, but that's why nothing failed for her. She's still doing good. He tried to make her seem like she fucked up, left him in the dark and all this type of shit. Shit always been good for Shorty. She just been a real ass bitch holding her nigga down how she was supposed to. But after keep saying the bullshit, it's some motherfuckers gonna come in the picture, and she probably got around some real bitches down Atlanta just like now. And the same way like how we seen, they seen Holmes as a cold. This nigga said they called the police and he ran on YouTube.
But hold on, he gonna say that he was fussing with the friend, and that's why she called the police. Nah, you threatened her, because I know you, and you're a woman beater. You like to hit on women. That's what the fuck you do.
And he probably
threatened her and trying to make it seem like you a fucking victim, like she just picking her friends over you. Nah, you's a bitch, ho.
Yeah,
she finally made the right choice.
Exactly. And then you and Five, y'all fucked up their little relationship. You know what I'm saying? They had a good thing going. They started that shit. They created that shit. No, I don't know.
Well, give me my cup then.
They started that shit and created that shit, and then you and Five fucked it up. But it was only going to be a matter of time. You a materialistic leech. That's all you did was suck off Shorty, and you try to build your own shit till you got enough so you can leave her. But all you want to do is be seen in the eye of the bitches. So all them rental car shit that he was doing, that ain't had nothing to do with no business. That's why that shit failed. He just wanted to be seen. And all of that being seen shit is going to crash. That's why Shorty,
it did crash.
That's why he talking about she went on her nail tour and all that shit, and they got the booming for her. She been booming with the nails. No, this is what we need to do. We need to go to the video, and we need to break this down. Y'all want to hear all the lies throughout the video? Because there was several. The whole video is a lie. The nigga try to play the victim.
What he do is he tell the truth, but he play it that his part in the truth is the innocent part. Like, he didn't do anything. Mimi hubby is a bitch. That's what happened to him. He finally got noticed for the bitch that he is.
I'm glad Shorty finally, you know what I'm saying, opened up her motherfucking eyes and realized the fuck shit. And I hope she realized fuck shit with the people that she be around. But she will. She's seen it with her husband. But she been new.
I mean, we don't know who she around right now, so we don't know what type of people they are. They could be genuine people. I don't know. I just woke up this morning to DMs and messages about Mimi and her husband breaking up in this video, and I just had to watch it because, yes, I'm curious. He's a fuck nigga. He caused me and her friendship to fail, so I want to know what the fuck happened. I watched the video, and then I heard him talking about us. He brings us up in the video. Why the fuck are you still talking about me and Damo? We ain't got shit to do with why y'all broke up, okay? We were gone. If we were the problem and then we left, y'all should have been great.
Exactly. But you said the shit failed a year ago. The shit that happened with us was over 2 years ago. So you was the cause and effect because you was a fuck ass nigga. And now
you trying to make
old
it seem
lady
like it's her fault because she like having other people around. She needs other people around because you're a bitch. You're a fuck nigga. You don't help her. You don't do nothing.
Right. You told on yourself in the video. First of all, talking about they called the police, you ran. Then in the beginning of the video, you mentioned I ain't talking about something your wife needed motivation and security. Who was the motivation and the security, nigga? Yeah. I was the security. Big weight over
Yes,
here.
he was
Big
cheating.
driver
He's a
steering your bitch in the
bitch.
right direction, nigga. You already know that. Why the fuck did your wife need motivation and security if you was her fucking husband? Big 6'2" bitch ass light skinned nigga. That shit crazy. You got that white blood all up in you, boy.
Damn. She said he wasn't even that.
You Spanish, bitch. He white and light skinned.
He wasn't even at juice party, they said.
Yeah,
not friends
because
with
you
her.
know
I
why he
haven't
wasn't
talked
at
to her.
juice party?
I
Because
haven't
like
talked
he
to
said at the end of the YouTube video, the what he say? What did he say? The light skinned nigga y'all been seeing with the blonde beard. Basically, the new nigga that's probably dicking Mija down. Security nigga, yeah. I was the security. Big weight over
Yes, he
here.
was
Big
cheating.
driver
He's a
steering your bitch in the
bitch.
right direction, nigga. You already know that. Why the fuck did your wife need motivation and security if you was her fucking husband? And then, not to say it like this, but we don't wish bad on nobody. We hope they can fucking work it out and get back together. But the way shit going for them, making the YouTube videos and all that
No,
type
what we
of
hope
shit.
is Remy can stop being a bitch. But that's never gonna happen. So she really probably just needs to move on because he don't see it. The fuck? You had a whole second chance. You could have just revamped and changed your everything when we left. You could have become great and just did what you were supposed to. But he couldn't.
This nigga owed all the money I was making, and this nigga talking about his old lady wanted a ring, but he gonna put it on, she wanted a G-Wagon. Bitch, how much is a G-Wagon and how much is a wedding ring?
But why the fuck you can't get her what she want? If she asking for a ring, then get her a fucking ring. What the fuck does it matter? You don't
Talking
want
about
the car.
she wanted the attention to be on the shade room. Nah, that was your bitch ass, nigga. You wanted the attention to be on the shade room, you fuck ass. What the fuck they call his ass on the media takeout? A socialite.
Look, Lauren, that's
Now, Mimi explained a lot of things in the video. She said that as she was running the business, she said that Remy was stealing money from her nail salon. Not only the nail salon, but the hair salon. She also said that her promotional videos with Fashion Nova and all her sponsorships, she was giving Remy that money so he could pay bills for the salon and he could pay house bills. And she said that she got a call from the landlord and SWAT teams, and they were telling her, you haven't paid in so and so months. If you don't pay, you're gonna get thrown out and we're gonna take your and seize your property. And I was like, wow, that's really insane. That's really crazy. Remy didn't tell us all this. He didn't tell us that he was stealing money from Mimi and the bills weren't getting paid. Now, after Mimi did that video, which is, by the way, damn near at 900,000 views, people are dragging the fuck out of Remy. People are calling Remy the hobo, Remy the abuser. People are calling him Remy the caveman, Remy the fraud, Remy the scammer, Remy the pyramid schemer. People are going the fuck off and saying that Remy needs to get a fucking job and needs to stop trying to invest in properties because he was taking a lot of her money so that he could invest in properties. And he basically was constantly taking Mimi's money and investing it into new properties and new properties. Apparently, according to what Mimi said. I don't even know if this is true. According to what Mimi said, which is true because Remy also admitted this. So he was constantly trying to build more and more businesses. He was one of those people trying to make more businesses but wasn't worried about the business that he already had. In my opinion, I feel like he should have worried about trying to grow the current business, make it $1 billion franchise, and then eventually branch over when you guys make a certain amount of money. That's how I see it. So Remy made a lot of really, really bad mistakes with money. Obviously, he's bad with money. If you ask me, I think Remy needs a financial advisor. And two, I think Mimi needs fucking therapy. Forgive me for those of y'all who might get offended, but God and praying isn't gonna do enough for her. I think she should personally go see a therapist, go talk to somebody. It's okay to see a therapist. I want to see a therapist because of shit that I've been through in my life. And shit, I don't have the funds to go do that shit right now. I'm trying to get my finances together. But Mimi, she seems like she has her money together. I think she should go see somebody. I think that'll really be beneficial to her. Many people are saying, well, Choice, who do you believe now that you got both sides of the story? And me personally, I'm not on nobody's side. I feel like there's a lot of truths in both their stories. And there's a lot of lies, or there's a lot of gaps between both their stories. And their stories somewhat clash and connect, but not all the way. So like I said, I don't know who to believe. And I even said in my last video, I want to hear Mimi's side. I want Mimi to address it. I didn't want it to just be some bullshit where I take somebody's side. I ain't take nobody's side. I say clearly in the video, there's always two sides of the story, and I want to hear her side. And now that she did, it's time to move on. Now let's talk about how Remy clapped back. Whew, I wasn't ready for that. So after Mimi did that video, within like a day, Remy posted this on Instagram trying to expose Mimi for being abusive because he didn't like the fact that he was being labeled as an abuser. And he said that he never ever abused Mimi.
What's up, world? It's your boy, man, Remy the Boss, man. So look, it's a lot going on right now apparently. So, man, first and foremost, I'm very disappointed in Mimi. I can't believe she came on the internet and just stooped that low to talk about just personal, information. Okay, it's cool how you feel about something, but when you talk about how you feel, man, be truthful to yourself. I never abused her. I never put my hands on that girl, man. I can show y'all who abused who. And I don't want
your hands, baby, like sparking, do it all for me.
Fix your fucking
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
You shut up.
Stop talking to me!
Take your medicine is what I'm telling you.
Get the fuck out of my face, stupid!
You talking about
Get out your dumb shit! Piss me off!
because I didn't sit next to you in a movie theater?
Yes,
You
bitch!
can't be
You're a fucking
serious.
embarrassment!
Now, if you guys seen that argument, it does seem a little bit heated, and it does kind of seem like Remy's kind of antagonizing her. Like, you know, like you ever been to an argument with somebody and they want the last word? Like, you ever been in an argument with your significant other or sibling, and they constantly like try to get the last word out of you, and then you're the loud one, and you get upset, and they keep poking at you? It's like one of those situations. So in the argument, Remy basically said, I'm trying to tell you to take your meds. And I'm like, woo, child. So this basically confirms that Mimi does have mental health issues, according to Remy. And also, in the video, he says, you mad just because I didn't want to sit next to you at the movie theaters?
Get out your dumb shit! Piss me off!
Because I didn't sit next to you in a movie theater?
Yes,
You
bitch!
can't be
You're a fucking
serious.
embarrassment!
And she's saying, yeah, because you embarrassing me. Mimi is petty as fuck. I don't think it's that serious to scream and be upset and start throwing shit because he didn't want to shut up and because he didn't want to sit next to you. At the end of the day, he's a grown-ass man. If he don't want to sit next to you, great. But then again, that's her man. And if he don't want to sit next to her, they should have never went to the fucking movies in the first place. Why go to the movies together if you're not even going to sit together? So my guess was they were probably taking the kids and he just didn't want to sit next to her. So that probably made her feel some type of way. Many people were dragging Remy for that clip that he took down within minutes. And he basically said, people were basically saying, okay, but she's saying shut up and leave her alone, and you keep talking. That's a relationship. They're supposed to talk and work things out. Even if y'all are screaming at each other, y'all are supposed to communicate. That's part of being in a fucking relationship. Y'all supposed to talk, communicate. How you with somebody you can't even talk to them? Mimi, she seemed like she was like on the childish side because she was like, leave me alone, don't talk to me, shut up. And it's like you can't do that in a relationship. Like you can't just tell someone to stop talking to you. You can't try to run away. Like it's not gonna work. Like when you stop talking to your significant other, that's the beginning of the end of your relationship. I don't know, I really want to know how y'all feel, honestly. Because how I stand on this, she said a lot of very interesting things about the abuse and what she went through and the fact that his family was toxic, which I believe. She also said something that kind of made me like, damn, that made me feel like, damn, that's fucked up. But basically, she said in her Christmas video, all those gifts that were under the tree, she wrapped every single one of those gifts and she didn't get not one gift. Not one gift was for her. The only gift that was for her was a nice little bathrobe that Remy got her. Like he folded it up and he didn't even wrap it. He just put it under the tree. That was the only gift she got. She got a gift from Remy's mom. She got Remy's mom some jewelry. She got Remy's brother something. And she got nothing from nobody. And them motherfuckers are staying in her damn house, which is really fucked up. They ain't paying no bills. They ain't doing shit. But yeah. This is all some crazy, childish bullshit. After hearing Mimi's side of the story, I'm just like, damn, my nigga. Like, this is insane. Like, this is crazy. Like, honestly, ain't nothing to see here but a fucking therapist. This relationship ended a long time ago. I mean, it's better late than never. I'm glad it's ending. And I'm glad this whole back and forth shit is over. Remy hasn't spoke on it. He hasn't talked about it. He has been constantly promoting his car business because he's milking his beef. He has ads playing all throughout his YouTube video. Vitamin D pills. If you're a person of color, make sure you take your vitamin D pills. It'll change your life. But now, real shit. This situation did not need to get the way it turned out. Mimi said she wants to keep things off of social media. She wanted to. Remy brought things on social media, and I see it like this. Remy deserves all the dragging he did because he brought this to the forefront. I see it like this. Don't say nothing, won't be nothing. And Mimi learned a valuable lesson. Remy learned a valuable lesson. And what I hope everybody gathers from all this, shit, even me, is do not show your significant other on the internet. Make sure your communication is on point with the person you care about. Not only that, I don't know what else to say. Like, this is really a huge, messy situation. Like, this is something that got way out of hand. But I was here for all this shit. And so are y'all. Because y'all are here. And this drama was very entertaining. Mimi's video was very entertaining. That hour-long shit, I sat through the whole thing. At first, when Mimi started crying, I was like, ugh, is she pulling the sympathy card? Is she, like, trying to pull pity? But those are real tears, and I got the vibe that she was somebody that I'm good with energy, and I'm sure some of y'all are too. I got the vibe that she was just somebody that was just fed up and was just over this shit. Like, she didn't want to be in a relationship no more. She said she didn't want to start over, but she said she's willing to start over. And also, we found out some very interesting information. Apparently, they're not even really married. She actually was trying to get married to Remy around 2 years ago because they were never married. She tried to get married to Remy 2 years ago, but the person that married them was on some bullshit and they never filed the papers. Technically, they were never married. And had they been married, Remy could have got a really, really nice deal in court. Like, he could have got a nice little alimony check every month for the rest of his life. Because in a lot of marriages, when you don't have a prenup, if the significant other wants a little paycheck from the person who's more financially stable, makes the most money, has businesses, Remy could have got like a nice little $1,000 a stack out of her every month. Because we all know Remy ain't got no damn job. This whole situation was crazy. The alleged infidelity, the alleged abuse. I'm saying alleged. I'm not gonna believe what Mimi says. I'm not gonna believe what Remy says. I'm neutral with this shit. At this point, both of y'all need to grow the fuck up and take care of your damn kids, which I'm sure y'all already do. And keep all this shit off the internet. Like I said, ain't nothing to see here but a fucking therapist. I'm glad Mimi's seen her worth. It took her 10 years to realize that. Remy's out of her house. Remy's brother is out the house. And she's happier. And that's all that matters. Kehlani said it the best. 'Cause nobody can love nobody until... Wait, what the fuck she said? Was it Kehlani? Somebody said something about love. You can't love anybody until you love yourself. But yeah, that's what you can get from this. What I concluded is you need to put yourself first. Fuck anybody else's happiness. Mimi is a people pleaser. She was a people pleaser. She probably still is a people pleaser. Making sure people were happy before her. And that never ends well. I speak from experience. If you were a people pleaser, let me know in the comment section if you were or still are. I used to make sure everybody was straight. Give money, like, hey, like, oh, hey, you good? Or, hey, like, you want to buy something to eat? Like, are you fine? I used to be like that with a lot of my friends. And I had to cut a lot of friends off. Because I realized a lot of people weren't appreciating shit. And then when I stopped doing certain things, people all of a sudden started to notice my absence. Honestly, everybody watching this, put yourself first. And don't sacrifice your happiness for nobody. Ever. Because it's fine and great and dandy to do things for other people, because at the end of the day, if you guys are religious, you know, if you guys do believe in a God, God knows your heart. Or if you guys do believe in the universe always has your back. But who's gonna make sure that you're happy? Who's gonna make sure that you're taken care of? Who's gonna make sure that you're sane? Who's gonna make sure that you sleep warm at night? Who's gonna make sure that you eat? Who's gonna make sure that your bills are paid? Who's gonna make sure that you're fine? Only you can do that, because nowadays we live in a world where nobody gives a fuck about anybody but themselves. So take care of yourself first, and I wish him the best. Remy was being messy as fuck uploading that video of her screaming. At this point, I don't know how to feel about Remy. I feel like Remy's intentions are just like, what the hell was you posting that shit for? Because it's like, because Mimi said that he was purposely doing all this to make her look bad and to ruin her. And after him posting that video of her screaming, of him saying you take your meds, I'm just like, maybe Mimi is right. Maybe he really was trying to fuck up her image. I don't fucking know at the end of the day. And as far as Mimi, I do believe Mimi might be a little bit abusive, and her being mistreated and not being appreciated probably caused her to be abusive. Because after a while, when couples don't get along and they're abused to one another and it's toxic, they then start to resent each other. They then start to hate each other's presence. But they don't need to be back together. They just need a fucking cool parent in peace. This shit didn't need to be on the fucking internet. But yeah, that's my views. I want to know what y'all think. Let's all have a discussion in the comment section down below. Y'all can finally stop fucking dragging me now, because I'm finally doing an update. And yeah, please be sure to run in traffic if you're still gonna fucking drag me over my opinion. And yeah, that's that. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to my second channel, which is this channel, and my main channel. Bye. I wish nothing but the best for you. Don't forget me. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Yeah, never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best of you. Oh, forgive me, heaven, I remember you said,